What is going on, everybody? John Impemba here with Andrew Cooper. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NFL Game Day live show. It is week 4. Coop, you already have a game being played right now. Are you fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to be facing any Justin Jefferson or DK Metcalf teams? Like, how's your morning going, man?
Well, quite frankly, John, I'll tell you this. I'm scared to look. I will tell you that I have Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf on a couple of my teams, just kind of sprinkled in there. I will tell you that in a very deep and very weird league, I had to start Kenneth Gainwell, and he scored a touchdown, which was kind of nice. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay as of right now. Brian Hauk in our parlay from Friday had the under, so that blocked field goal right there. Not only to a short field goal that was blocked, but also to set up a long field was pretty nice there. So I'm feeling okay. What about you, man? Are you on the right side of this game or the wrong side of this game?
Like you, a little bit of both. I am unfortunately facing DK Metcalf in a league, so not likely to end up winning on that one there. I have Kenneth Gainwell in FSGA. It was the 17-team best ball league that they put together, where you had to go super deep and have Kenneth Gainwell on that team. So that's useful. I also, if you guys follow my drafters pick'em picks over at Fantasy Alarm this week, I did a double kicker for the picks with Reichard over 1.5 field goals made. So we're halfway home there. We need Joshua Carty to go over 1.5 field goals later in the Rams Colts game. And we cash our 2-pick play over at drafters this week. So listen, our chat is already loaded, Coop. So we got to get to it. We do have, you guys see, you're watching us on YouTube, you'll see the join button there. You can now join our Fantasy Alarm, become a member, $4.99 a month, gets you priority access to your questions. And we got quite a few already in the chat. Joshua Coles, Rob Fossil, Lewis Oswald in there that have signed up, become members of the Fantasy Alarm YouTube channel, which means they get their questions answered first, Coop. Josh Cole's in here. PPR need 2. BCM, Ridley, Booty, Marks, Kirk, and Godwin.
Just 2?
Yep.
So I'm definitely going to start Ridley of that group. He's still the number 1. He still leads the team in targets. He's had some bad drops, but I usually don't shy away from drops unless it's a fringe player who might get benched. There's no chance Calvin Ridley gets benched. I think they're going to be just fine. And in full PPR, I see no reason why we wouldn't just use Christian Kirk here. Unless you want to go Godwin, John.
I'm a little worried about Godwin being on a snap count. I like Kirk, actually. I'm good with Kirk.
Yeah, 8 targets. First week out there, got 8 targets. Immediately, that's why we were stashing him, because we looked at all these other guys, Xavier Hutchinson and the 2 rookies, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. It was like they weren't doing anything. So we're like, let's stash Kirk. He immediately ran the second most routes. He immediately got the second most targets, had the second most catches behind Nico Collins. I don't see why they would do that in his first game back and then go away from that. So I like Kirk and I like Ridley.
His follow-up question, need 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex of Pearsall, Tyreek, Amenor, Pollard, Junkins, and Scadabo.
Okay, so we need 3 players here. 1 has to be a running back.
Yep.
For the running back, so Pollard would be my start, but no J.C. Latham. Does that move the needle for you, John?
I mean, he's still the main back in that. I mean, Houston hasn't had a great run defense. So I'd be okay. I mean, Judkins has to run against Detroit. Scadabo's running against the Chargers with a rookie quarterback. It feels like Pollard's probably the better play there.
Right. Texans so far bottom 5 in DVOA against the run. Then they're pretty good against the pass. So I think teams lean against the run on them. So then we need 1 wide receiver, and I think it's going to be Tyreek Hill.
I'm still going Tyreek Hill there. Yeah. And then I probably go Pearsall.
It's Pearsall, yeah. Pearsall for the flex. Yep.
Rob wants to know Goff or Stroud today. I'm going to go Goff.
I love Goff today. The Browns have been, John, you were the one that pointed this out. Browns so good against the run this year. We have 3-game sample size against good backs.
Real running backs. Yeah, real running backs.
Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. So I'm using Goff in DFS this week. I stack him with whoever you want. Like, it's a pretty good spot.
Agreed. And then Diggs or Wicks.
I'm going Diggs. Wicks he's had a couple games, like historically, every one of his good games has been based on 1 big play. And this guy's never had a 100-yard game since he's been in the league. Neither has Romeo Doubs, oddly. That game has 3 players that are on 100-yard game watch, John. Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, and Jake Ferguson. None of those guys have ever had a 100-yard game. I'm hoping one of them comes out of there with it. But Diggs, he's not playing the whole game, but they're making him a focal point.
Yep, agreed. A couple more of these. Again, member questions coming in. Josh Coles, need 3 of Tyreek Hill, Wilson, Monty, BTJ, James Williams, Trey Flowers.
Hamburger, what up, dude? 3. Wow, that team's loaded.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel like Flowers I'm in on because I like this matchup against Baltimore. Garrett Wilson gets Fields back this week. I don't know if that might be worse for him.
Yeah, it's about the same. But Garrett Wilson, about the same, has been fine for him.
Yeah,
Monty, we can go away from in that run matchup with the
yeah.
Browns. So then BTJ or JMO, I mean, it might be time to give BTJ a week off. I know
I'm going Jamison Williams, Flowers, Williams, and Wilson for us there.
the difference between BTJ and other performers is that he has a wrist injury. Simple as that. His wrist, if his wrist isn't okay, then we might just see this all year. Tyreek Hill last year had a wrist issue, and he was not good last year.
Yeah.
Same with
BCM, Harvey, Tootin, Marks, or Coleman need one.
This is where I just go with Bill probably because he's got the biggest chance to take everything over. Unless you would go Coleman here.
Yep.
Coleman.
No, I'm good. I'm good going there. That one works for me.
Okay, good.
Lewis needs a super flex, 6-point all touchdowns. Penix versus Dak. Dak for me this week. I don't care about the Packers matchup. I still think Dak is the better player.
Dak.
Yep. Then a wide receiver, 2 flex, Pickens, Wandale, Tillman, Wicks, Pacheco.
I mean, in full PPR, you got to start Wandale. You also have to start Pickens, and I'm going Tillman. Tillman's getting a good spot. I mean, the guy leads the league in routes run.
Yep. One wide receiver, 2 flex for Pickens, Wicks, J-Mo, C-Rod, Chicago.
1 wide receiver, 2 flex. We're in on Pickens this week. We're in on J-Mo.
I think you go Wicks.
And then you go Wicks, yeah.
And then last one from Lewis here. Then we'll get to everybody else as we work our way down. London, DJ Moore, Taekwon, Diggs, C-Rod, Andrews, Kraft. I mean, yeah, you're going to play London, DJ Moore for sure.
Yeah. We love everybody in that Bears.
What's your tight end there? Andrews, Juwan Johnson, or Kraft?
I'm going with Juwan Johnson in full PPR. I mean, no Matt Milano this week. He's kind of locked in. And Kraft isn't. I mean, you could go Kraft. It's not Andrews. You could go Kraft if you want, but just know he's dealing with. He not only has a knee, but picked up an elbow issue. So Juwan's about as safe as it gets in full PPR. If it was half or standard, I would consider the other guy.
All right, back up at the top here. Ethan started us off this morning. Dak or Fields? I'm going to go Dak still.
Yes, and reminder everybody: the reason that we just jumped in and hit on Hamburger's questions and
Rob
and everybody is that they're members. You hit that join button there, or do a super chat, and you can cut the line, get your question answered, go eat a bagel, whatever you want to do. We're going to hit on as many as we can in order. Otherwise, so here we go.
Then Dan Malin's in our Discord. If you guys have questions, you can get in there. And Howard Bender's taking over the Twitter account at noon, so you can get your questions answered there as well. Daniel Jones or Justin Fields? Going Daniel Jones here.
Daniel Jones, good matchup, good player.
Tillman, Pittman, Swift, Judkins, Kirk need 2 in a PPR.
Pittman's going to be 1 for me. Are you worried about the injuries for Swift here?
A little bit. I mean, he keeps being banged up, but he keeps playing. It's a good matchup for him, though. I would assume if he's active, they're good to go, but they haven't ran the ball that well, so.
Yeah, so you go.
I think I go Pittman, Kirk.
Pittman, Kirk. Yeah, I mean Kirk, very good full PPR guy. They've been calling him the slot monster all summer, and he comes out gets 8 targets.
Yeah. DFS cash play of the day. I mean, listen, I'm playing a lot of Patrick Mahomes, but nobody's playing Patrick Mahomes today. Bender's going to have his example lineups up for cash games, so I'd just go check out to see where he's rolling. But I'm playing a lot of Patrick Mahomes today.
On the radio show on SiriusXM before this show, that was Howard's pick as well, Mahomes. We like Mahomes.
Marion Hampton, I think, is like the highest roster running back this week, Ethan. So Hampton's probably your chalk running back in cash games.
Chalky, yeah.
Keith wants to know wide receiver in a flex. Keon Coleman, T. Higgins, Troy Franklin, Monty. Is that Montgomery?
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
And we're trying to steer clear of Dave Montgomery this week if we can in that matchup. It's Coleman and Higgins for me. Troy Franklin, we like the idea of him, but he's still more of a stash.
Yeah, agreed. Purdy, Geno, or Jones? I'm going to go with Jones, I think, this week.
Daniel Jones? Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Yep.
Dak or Purdy?
Man. That's tough because I think
the injury for Purdy bothers me a little bit.
It bothers me. I do have Purdy ahead though. Still, your call, John. You're
I'm going to go Dak here. Again, Purdy coming back from the injury, but it's a better matchup obviously against Jacksonville. But I don't know if he's at 100% or not, and I don't know. Right. I get concerned. They could just lean on McCaffrey a ton in this game. Full PPR, BTJ, Sutton, or Olave.
I mean, I'm just going to go Sutton here. You got good enough options. Olave leads the league in targets, but I mean, he's not been super efficient. Sutton is like the guy for Denver.
Yeah. We have start 3: Hill, Johnston, Brown, or Dunzier.
I would bench Quentin Johnson here. The other guys, to me, are just more locked in as a surefire thing. I wouldn't be shocked if any one of the top 3 wide receivers from the Chargers ended up being the odd man out in any given game, whereas Odunze goes up against literally the worst secondary in the league. A.J. Brown is A.J. Brown, and Tyreek Hill in any given week has more upside than Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100% on that one there. Let's see. We
CMs.
have Pittman, London, Neighbors need to.
Even as a monster Pittman fan, like you can't bench Neighbors. I think it's got to be London and Neighbors. I'll bench Pittman, even though I'm like maybe the highest in the entire industry on Michael Pittman.
Yeah, I think you and I both compared ownership last week, and we were like 50 and 40%.
You're talking to the 2 biggest Pittman fans maybe in the planet, and in that situation with those good of running backs, go London and Neighbors this week. And if it looks real bad with Jackson Dart and Michael Penix moving forward, well, you always have Pittman there.
Yeah, agreed. Actually, I would go Pittman over London.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you don't got to convince me.
Yeah, Pittman over London for me.
Pittman's a wide receiver 12 in fantasy football.
Yeah, no, go Pittman over
wide
London.
Receiver 1, yeah.
And then play Neighbors. Let's see. Pick 3 for Colton Lions fan needs Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, BTJ, Jacoby Myers, Hollywood Brown, DJ Moore, Shakir. 3 of that group here.
Having both Keenan and Ladd, man, you're setting yourself up for nightmare.
Yeah, headache every week. Even though so far it really hasn't been a headache, it's just been play Keenan Allen.
Right.
I think you play Jacoby Myers in this match against the Bears.
I think you play DJ Moore and just lean into that game being a shootout. Those are the 2 highest projected ownership quarterbacks in DFS, Caleb Williams and Geno. So I go Jacoby and DJ Moore. Man, do you just start BTJ?
I don't know. I like Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
I like Hollywood Brown there. I would go Keenan Allen or Hollywood Brown with Myers and Moore. I think those 4 are your conversation this week.
Yep. My final one for me is Keenan, Myers, Moore.
Okay.
And that's how I have them ranked.
Go Birds has Hendo or Jennings.
I can't trust Hendo anymore with the comments from Mike Vrabel. So I'm going to go Jennings.
Yeah, play Jennings until they show you otherwise, man. ETN or Chase Brown, PPR.
ETN, Chase Brown, they've looked bad. Bad matchup, bad quarterback, and the running back stats. Chase Brown, literally, somebody posted, again, I'm going to retweet it after this just to make sure they get credit. But somebody, might have been either Twitter or Reddit, somebody pointed out that Chase Brown has like a top 10 worst yards per carry among running backs of like all time with the number of carries he had.
Did you see it was something about him being hit behind the line of scrimmage or something, like yards before like line of scrimmage. He's got no room. He's got no room to run.
Statistically, it's like you can't ignore how bad the statistics have been.
Yeah. Deathwish here says but asking again in case anything could change. Sutton, Egbuka, London, Pickens. Pick one, sit one of that group.
It's still Daniel Jones is the guy, and the guy we were sitting is still Egbuka, right? With Baker Mayfield with the bicep issue.
Yeah, I mean Baker's not 100%. It's the Eagles' defense. It also might rain in that game. They were according to Kevin Roth. Yeah. So like, I'm out on Egbuka.
And the underrated thing here is that Egbuka he is actually going to move and play split end and play outside more. So like, no more Mike Evans getting the tough matchup and him getting the easy matchup. Now it's Egbuka is going to get the toughest corner.
Mm-hmm. Maximus here. Then we got a couple more member questions to answer. Waddle or Godwin?
I'm going Waddle here. He's been reliable, and Godwin, we just don't know. We don't know what his snap count's going to look like. We don't know if he's going to look explosive or not. So Agreed. Go Waddle.
I think we left off here with Joshua, Tootin, Ayamanor, Booty, Marks, Godwin, and Shaheed.
3 of these guys. See, this is where I will just start Godwin. This is where I will just say, you know what? In a land of unsure things, just give me the upside of Godwin. I also think I would go Ayamanor here, John. You feeling that one? He's playing a big snap share.
Yeah, I'm fine going with that. But you need 3. So Ayamanor, Godwin. Is that what you said?
I said Ayamanor, Godwin, and then
Wicks, probably.
Yeah, probably Wicks with Jaden Reed and all the injuries there, and the injuries to the Cowboys defense too.
Lewis needs 1 point every 5 catches, 3 points every 50 yards. Everybody's making leagues complicated here. One running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. So I mean, you're playing Dobbins. They're not going to sit Dobbins the way he's running the football right now.
You're gonna play Dobbins, and you're gonna play AJ Brown, and you're gonna play Neighbors.
Yeah.
And
then you need a flex of ETN, Swift, Pittman, Egbuka, Keenan Allen, Ted McMillan. Christian Gonzalez is playing today, so that just wipes out Ted.
Yeah, wipes out Ted. I'm going Pittman. I mean, you get
works.
bonus points for the catches and the yards. 50 yards is nothing. You have just as good a shot of getting 100 yards on the day as anybody else.
Yeah. Rob, Chris Olave, Zay Flowers, Jamar Chase. This is where we're at now with Jamar Chase, I guess.
This is crazy, dude. I'm starting Jamar Chase. I refuse.
Yeah, I'm going to play Jamar Chase as well. If he, again, the week before last, he had 130 yards getting the football thrown to him from Browning. So I'm not going to overreact to a bad week.
I'm watching Justin Jefferson live right now, just
tearing up the Steelers. Yeah,
right. Just getting open against zone, and the quarterback just doing. Carson Wentz is playing terrible.
I'll say this: the Steelers' defense is one of the easiest defenses to get yardage against because they've been playing the same cover 2 for 45 years.
Yeah,
so
just bend don't break team
find the zone. I mean, Hunter Henry had 1 billion yards last week, just finding the zone and turning around. So
yeah, I think Chase is going to be fine doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Rob Fossil wants Thomas or Devonta Smith this week. I probably go Brian Thomas here, but I don't feel good about it.
Devonta Smith hasn't done anything either, so just go for the upside of Brian Thomas.
Last number question, then we'll get back to everybody else here. WT Helium wants to know Franklin, Pittman, Kirk, JMO, Marks, Hunt need 2. Still going Pittman for me.
Yeah. And JMO's in a good spot with that. If the Browns are going to shut down the run, then they're going to have to throw, and they should have no problem throwing. Matthew
wants ETN or Judkins.
ETN.
Cindy wants to know Superflex Baker or Jackson Dart. I assume this is.
Can't go that crazy. Cindy. Not yet. I'm glad you have Jackson Dart on the team. We're stashing him to see if we catch lightning in a bottle, but it's still got to be Baker.
Yeah, I mean, Darnold was fine. He had at least for my league, he had 17 fantasy points, so he wasn't awful.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Lebo wants to know Knicks or Fields. So I'm going to go Knicks today.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and I want to see Fields. I know it's a good matchup for the Jets, right? They're going up against the Dolphins.
Right.
But I'm a little iffy on Fields.
Knicks is just still better than Fields. Not a better runner, but he's a better quarterback.
Start 3 of Tyreek Hill, Quentin Johnson, AJ Brown, Rome Odunze. Definitely playing Odunze.
We did this one already, and we're gonna say Quentin Johnson because we don't know. Only put your question in once, guys. We're gonna go through and hit them in order here. Putting a second one in there doesn't make it any more likely we answer it. It actually makes it
slows us down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Dylan wants to know full PPR, 2 different leagues, needs to win. Well, we all need to win, Dylan. Quarterback, Mariota or Tua? It's probably Tua still.
Yeah.
Just a better team around him.
Mariota does run a little bit.
He does run. Listen, he had the rushing touchdown last week, but now no McLaurin.
No McLaurin's a difference, yeah. But they haven't changed the playbook, which is good for Mariota.
Yeah, and then a flex of Swift, Worthy, Juwan Johnson.
Go Swift with that one because Worthy is going to be wearing a brace. Juwan Johnson, I like him in a tight end spot because of the positional scarcity, but in the flex, you got to go upside.
Yeah. And then we have Swift, Golden, or Chase Brown.
Swift.
Okay. Jordan wants to know Purdy or May. I'm going to go May.
May.
If not now, the Patriots are 5.5 point favorites. If not now, if they don't win this game, the season's going to be bad.
I have May ranked QB7 this week. And if he doesn't do anything against the Panthers, he'll never be ranked that high for me again this year.
Yeah, basically. Tobert or God, or I'm assuming this is Hollywood.
If it's Marquise Goodwin, former
Goodwin?
Olympic.
I was gonna say, is this
player
a good
Goodwin, then Tolbert's easy.
Tolbert, then if that's the case.
No, it's not. It's got to be Godwin.
Got to be Godwin, right?
In that case, I think I would. I mean, Tolbert's going to play a big snap share, but he just never does it. He's just a guy.
But they have to throw the football in this game. I mean, they could just throw to Ferguson 100 times, which they did, but
which they will.
I just don't know what they didn't say what Godwin's going to play for a snap share, so that's like my concern. What do you?
Right, that's a concern. So I think I'm going. If this was my team, I'd go Godwin. I have teams that were Tolbert's on the waivers, and I'm starting Godwin. So that's
okay. DFS question: do you play Luke McCaffrey, Donnie Mitchell, or Trey Tucker? I mean, Tucker's going to have a lot of steam from last week. He's probably got the best matchup of the group too. So
right. I kind of like Adonai Mitchell though. Every time that Michael Pittman's been out or Alec Pierce has been out, this guy plays the entire game. Last year, the 2 games those players missed, he played 89% and 94% of the snaps. So I like Adonai Mitchell in DFS because he could have 2 long touchdowns. He could have 1 long touchdown. He's worth his price.
Yeah, I mean, no one's really on him as much today. Ty Warren is like over 20% in DraftKings. Like he's far and away the highest roster tight end today. So
Trey Tucker and Alec Pierce do the same thing. Like they both run more than 50 vertical routes, which only like 5 guys have done. It's like Tucker, Pierce, Keyshawn Butte, and Darius Slayton. And with Pierce out, Mitchell is now Pierce to me. Simple as
we
that.
think Luke McCaffrey is going to be is like Noah Brown healthy? Or wouldn't Noah Brown
Luke McCaffrey, he's been every catch he's had has been like severe garbage time where the starters are already pulled. I'm not going there with him. And he's been wide open. It's not like he's making these like contested catches and doing anything special. It's literally just the game is over and he's just standing over there on the right side of the field. But all of his plays have been that.
Yeah. Again, I'm going for Prescott here, Manny. Just not in on Purdy today. Anthony needs 2 wide receivers and a flex. Mooney, Myers, Brown, Jennings, and Kirk.
You can go away from Jennings on this one because he's been nicked up. I'm going to start AJ Brown. I'm going to start Jacoby Myers. Standard's got to be Moondog, right?
No, I think I would still go Kirk.
No, go Standard is your excuse to get Moondog in there. We're split on that one, Anthony, but Standard.
DM saying good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, DM.
Brent, Wicks, or Godwin?
Yeah. Probably should be Wicks.
Yeah,
because Godwin's going to be on a snap count.
It's a better matchup for him, too. So
good matchup.
Iman or JMO. JMO.
We like we're focusing on certain situations. The Lions wide receivers. We're focusing on anybody in the Bears and Raiders game, anybody in the Chiefs and Ravens game, anybody in the Colts and Rams game. Those guys are going to get a little boost for us this week because the over-unders are set at 50. The spreads are close enough that it should be a decent game. The Lions one, of course, we're just basically looking at the Browns run defense. So like certain situations are appealing this week.
Yep. Pick 2, Swift, Hubbard, Chase Brown. We don't know the Hubbard status yet, right?
So it's as simple as that. If Hubbard's a full go, you go with him, and if he's not, then you go with the other 2.
Yeah,
Swift and Hubbard. Chase Brown's kind of on the outside for me.
Juckins or ETN?
ETN.
Scatabo, Stevenson, Woody Marks in a standard league.
This is where you probably go Scatabo, right? Like just go with the guy that's got he's no competition. Devin Singletary will play a little.
Yep, I'm fine with that. Again, I do think Rondo is going to be playing this week, but
of course, but they all play though. The thing is that it's been a rotation.
Sure,
Antonio Gibson's going to play.
Yeah, so Katie has actually a good question here because we do not like the matchup for Montgomery, but then you have Travion Henderson. So I might go Montgomery in this specific instance here.
But Henderson's got the Panthers, and Monty has a terrible event. If they're going to be,
but you don't know what Henderson's even going to be on the field for.
He has to play. He can't play less.
I mean, he can't. He doesn't necessarily have to play any more than he's been playing. I know Montgomery's going to be on the field.
It's full PPR. Conditions are perfect. I'm going Henderson, but John's got the conservative play. Katie, Henderson's the upside play. I think take a look at your matchup and decide if you need X. If you're going up against like DK Metcalf, then go Henderson. If you feel good about the matchup, then go Monty.
My day's ruined anyways. Jordan Mason just caught a 13-yard screen, so I'm pretty upset about that one. I had the under 8.5. Under 8.5 longest reception out of him today.
He doesn't. Yeah, that pass right there was just like a big nothing. He's not a good pass catcher.
Nope. Third catch, 15 yards. That one went for 13. It's so upsetting. All right. So Chuba, Swift, or Pollard need 2.
Pollard for sure, and then Chuba if he's going. If not, then Swift.
Adams, Golden, Egbuka, Sutton, McConkey, Waddle need 3.
Adams definitely. I can't go away from McConkey, I don't think. Golden's out for me in full PPR. What do you think, John? Egbuka, Sutton, or Waddle, all good plays, but Adams, Sutton, McConkey feels really solid.
Yeah, I'm going to play Adams, Sutton, and McConkey. That's fine. I have no issues with any of that. It's a good spot. I like Adams this week. Coleman, Iomanor, or Judy?
I like Judy. Lions play a lot of man-to-man. I think Judy's going to do well in that environment today, and they're going to have to throw.
Okay. McMillan or Pearsall have both the questionables. I would rather go Pearsall here.
Pearsall, because McMillan's going to face Christian Gonzalez. Simple as that.
Pittman or Pearsall?
Ooh, I like Pittman.
Yeah,
I'm going
Pittman
Pittman.
works. Downs, Diggs, Brown, or Thornton? Need one.
Which Brown, brother?
Good question. AJ, Hollywood, let us know, Brent.
Yeah, there's like 20 Browns now.
I feel like that might be Hollywood. Again, I don't think AJ Brown.
In that crew, it feels like a Hollywood one.
And I would probably play Hollywood if I had a pick of that crew.
If it's Hollywood, then go him. If not, I'll go Diggs.
Okay. Traded Javonte for Genty. Did I do a good trade? I mean, right now, no, right? Javante's been way outplaying.
I think you did a good trade. I want the upside. I would rather lose than take Javonte Williams over Ashton Genty. I would rather lose.
Okay. Goff or Fields rest of season. I mean, it's too hard to do a rest of season play, but Goff.
But this week it's Goff.
Yeah.
We love Goff this week.
Pacheco, Ollie, or Woody in a PPR league. Dude, Kareem Hunt's been just looking better, man.
Dude, is this where we go Woody Marks? There has to be a spot where you go Woody Marks. He got all the pass work. He had 30 snaps, 33.
This is probably the spot to go Woody Marks. I would agree with you.
Let's go.
Would you trade Sutton, Judkins, and Brown for BTJ, Worthy, and Purdy? My starter is Kyler Murray.
No. I hate trading for a quarterback in single QB when you have a quarterback that's just fine.
Kyler's been fine. I mean, BTJ obviously is a buy low, but you're not really buying low. You're giving up Quinshon Judkins, who's been really good.
If you want to make a trade for a quarterback, make sure Murray's in the trade, because very well next week we're going to be looking at the matchups, and you're going to start Kyler Murray over Purdy.
Yeah. What's up, Sarah? Stroud or Brock Purdy today?
That's you, John.
I know. I think I'm still going to go Stroud. They're home. He plays better at home.
Yeah.
Nico looked good. He's got to sit one of Worthy. She got to sit one of Worthy, Adams, Collins, or Myers.
Damn.
Worthy, right?
Yeah. He's going to be on a part-time chair. I can't imagine they have him out there in any sort of situation where they might be running a run play at any point, because the defense is going to be looking to pop him.
Agreed. Dad wants to know Pittman or Tucker.
Dad, what's up? Pittman.
Okay. David, Kenzie stack. He's got Brown and Worthy as the flex. I have Tyquan on the bench. Should you play Tyquan over Brown or Worthy?
I would never. I don't believe, John. You believe you as a Tyquan Thornton believer should answer this question.
I mean, I would still consider him over Worthy, because I just don't know Worthy's going to play for snaps.
Right.
And again, I don't know why they would all of a sudden take Tyquan Thornton off the field when second round pick Mahomes loves throwing deep. He is a 6'3", 4'2", 40 guy. You know, like, he's proven capable of making big plays. I don't think they take him off the field. So,
Carson Wentz just threw a bad pick to Mr. TJ Watt, who happens to just get his hands on everything.
Ethan wants to know Pittman or Wilson.
Ooh, still Garrett Wilson.
I go Pittman over this one. Sorry. Ask Malin.
Okay, Pittman. Yeah, ask Malin, Ethan. Pop in the Discord. I love Pittman. It's just, Pittman's been finding the end zone. That he hasn't quite gotten the targets, honestly.
Lewis didn't see the Warren news, so he's eating a zero this morning.
Tough one.
It's a tough one.
Hey, Lewis, to make you feel better, this is what I do for work. I'm on top of this stuff every single day. There was no indication until this morning that he wasn't going to play. It really, not once did anyone say, hey, there's a real question on whether Jalen Warren's going to play. I did not see a single thing. John, did you see anything?
I saw that he was questionable.
But
I actually thought I saw a report last night that he was expected to play, if anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that at no point, like, because when guys are questionable, but they actually might not play, you usually get like, hey, this is going to be a true game time decision, or they're going to test it out before the game. Yeah. No one was saying that. So it's not your fault, Lewis. It happens, man. It happens.
All right. So he wants Sutton, Pickens, Iman or Myers, Pittman, Swift. Needs 2 in a flex.
I'm definitely going to start Myers in that matchup. I'm going to start Pittman as well.
And then Sutton?
Sutton or Pickens?
I'll go Sutton here.
Go Sutton, yeah.
Chris wants to know Olave or Smith.
Oh, Chris Olave. I mean, the guy leads the league in targets.
Okay. Kincaid or Pitts? Kincaid got a good matchup this week.
He does. So this is the question, John, and we run into this all the time, where it's like I pull up on my spreadsheet. I got all these different metrics, and I have it color coded from green to red, right? And you got to decide what metrics matter to you. In non-PPR, the red zone stuff usually matters a lot more, which kind of favors Kincaid. But Kincaid has a 60% route participation, while Kyle Pitts is second in the league behind only Trey McBride. He's running like 94% of the routes. Pitts is also a lot faster, which means he can break off chunk plays in non-PPR. I think I would have to go Pitts over Kincaid still, even though Kincaid's been involved in the red area. So
I have no read on this Bills game other than I know that they're going to win by like 3 touchdowns. I don't know where the points are going to come from. So
that's the thing. They love so far. They've loved Kincaid in the end zone. He's like leads all tight ends essentially in end zone targets. But Pitts, he has more upside. He does just based on his usage.
Judkins or Chuba, we're getting inactives like right now, I think. So Ryan, check to see if Chuba Hubbard is actually in the game. Would you run Judkins anyways against Detroit, or like what do you do here?
I mean, if Chuba is a full go, I'm going with him. If there's any sort of inkling that he might be part-time player or might be limited, then go Judkins.
That's my like one concern is that even if he ends up active, like what if he is gets hurt, right. B, it goes out there to play and they have to sub him out. Like, it's not a good game script for Judkins, but I think
it's really
he's
not
a better player.
But it's not a good game script for Chuba either, to be honest. Yeah. The Patriots are pretty good up front, man. Milton Williams.
I might go Judkins here, honestly. The injury for Chuba worries me a little bit. Yeah. Rob wants Bateman, RJ, Wandale, or Darnell Mooney. Needs one.
In full PPR, it's got to be Wandale Robinson. I mean, the guy's been an absolute target machine. I know it's another quarterback.
I was going to say, does the rookie quarterback change anything for you here?
The thing is, I thought that Russell Wilson, who likes throwing the ball downfield, was gonna change things for Wandale, because Wandale got 140 targets last year. But even with Russ was throwing it to Wandale. I think
they were also throwing to him downfield too. Like Wandale was getting some deeper passes thrown to him.
I think that's just the playbook. I think Wandale is just an important part of
the guy they look for. Honestly, with a rookie quarterback too, might help him out just setting up some easy throws to Wandale Robinson.
Yes.
I know Bender loves Bateman this week. He did a matchups video in which Bateman was included there. So
Bateman. Yeah, Bateman. I like Bateman more last week because of how much man-to-man the Lions play. The Chiefs don't really do it like that.
Yeah.
So Bateman's fine, but I'm going with Wandale.
Brent wants Hendo or Scatabo?
Or Scatabo, just take the volume. Take the volume there.
Kincaid or Johnson, or do you play both and keep Christian Kirk at the flex?
So I'm going Juwan Johnson at tight end. The Bills are not a good matchup when Matt Milano is out. When he's playing, they are a tough matchup. Not to mention, like, I know it says that the Bills have let up the fewest points to the tight end, but they play
we talk about that all the time, right? Like, you have to look at teams that use tight ends and the matchups. So
how many targets the tight end, the Dolphins tight ends as a team have legit like 2 catches on the season.
Yeah.
So like that last game didn't matter. The first 2 games Milano was playing. Now Milano's out. I'm going Johnson, and then at the flex I'm going Kirk, just because Kirk plays more than Kincaid. They play a similar role, but Kirk got 8 targets last week. It's full PPR.
Diggs or Wandale for Sally?
It's still Wandale. Diggs. The thing with Diggs, man, it's only a matter of time till he starts doing the diva thing, till he starts complaining, because he has so much money tied up in incentives, and if he's not going to hit those, and this team's losing, and he's not getting targets, Diggs is going to get ramped up at some point. But it's Wandale until then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that too, and I agree. So I actually, Coop, I listen to a lot of sports talk radio around Boston. I'm sure you do as well. They had one of the beat writers on 985, and basically they're talking about like this just could have been the initial ramp up plan for Diggs. He's active for week 1, but they want to get him sort of out there running routes, getting comfortable, and like they could start to increase kind of his game plan usage.
Yes, it was Alex Barth reporting on that. Alex Barth, and he's really reliable, and I fully agree with that. I think he's just getting ramped up, and they know. So just so people understand, if Diggs doesn't hit his incentives this year, I mean, they can just then it's just a 1-year, $15 million contract where he gets released. He has $8 million in incentives. Every one of these games he has to play. So he has to play the games because he gets $200,000 per game just to play. So he was going to play no matter what, even when he's not fully ramped up. But he also has like almost $5 million in incentives, and they start, John, at 70 catches and 1,000 yards.
Sure.
So this guy is going to turn around and be like, hey, you know what? if he doesn't get 70 catches, it costs him $500,000. If he goes from 70 to 80, he gets another $500,000. Like the crying will come.
Yeah,
no
and
question.
they have a really good schedule in the middle of the year. So if they can figure it out a little bit, he'll get those things.
This guy's a
She did have a second, or he had a second part here. Juwan Jennings or T. Higgins.
Yeah, he's just on last point. Stephon Diggs has a baby on the way, so he's going to need that money.
Well, Cardi's got plenty of cash.
Cardi's got some cash, but still, you don't want to have that loot. Juwan Jennings or T? Man, that is a very difficult question right now. I think I just start T. Higgins.
Okay. We do have Chuba Hubbard active for today. So is Christian Gonzalez. So is Baker Mayfield. So no surprise inactives yet. I think we hit this wrong. I don't think we hit this one yet for yeah, we did. We did Bateman.
We did.
Or we did Wandale, right? Is what we did for this one.
Mm-hmm. Wandale.
Tucker or Ridley have PPR. I feel like you take Ridley here.
It's Ridley.
I want to see, again, Brian Callahan not calling plays this week, turned it over to the quarterback coach. I feel confident that the quarterback coach might do things to help Cam Ward a bit more, maybe get him some more time, and that should, I would imagine, only benefit Ridley, in my opinion. So you agree or disagree there, Coop?
No, I fully agree. I mean, like, obviously the quarterback coach is going to be more in tune with what the quarterback is doing. Like, where they hand over the play calling and what direction definitely matters. So hopefully it's good for Ward, and hopefully they get him some plays where he doesn't need to like fire the ball, and he can get him some quick dump offs, like you said, John, some early dump offs to like Chig or somebody, get things going, and kind of show him that you can kind of put some touch on some passes, and then get it going. So I'm hoping this turns things around.
Chris here needs 2 for PPR flex: Jameson Williams, Travion Henderson, Trey Tucker, Christian Kirk, Darnell Mooney. JMO and Kirk, I think, is where I go here.
Yep, that's how we have it.
Benjamin's got a couple of questions in a row for us. Pick 2 to start. One will be in the flex of Buka, Scatabo. Is that Kyron?
Yeah.
I mean, Kyron and Hampton are
Kyron and Hampton for sure. If you're not going to start Hampton now, when you start him?
Exactly. Kincaid or Hawk? Well, Hawkinson's playing now,
so hopefully you started Kincaid, because I don't think Hawk is doing very much, buddy.
And then Wandale or Scatabo in the flex.
Not doing very much. By not doing very much, I mean Hawk has literally 0 points right now.
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell just got a second rushing touchdown of the day and has 4 for 21. So
star.
We ride.
Yeah, 4 for 21 in my lineup. Genius.
11 for 57 and 2 scores on the ground though. So
I'll take it. Rondo Robinson or Scatabo in the flex. Ooh, baby. Now that's a question, Johnny. Is this?
I think I go the wide receiver.
Yeah, is this full PPR? If it's standard, go Scatabo. Otherwise, go Wando.
Keenan says not the question you like. So the question they need is start defensive Bears, Panthers, or Dolphins this week.
Bears. Let me just pull mine up, because I do these. I do the rankings. I do the research, and then I just sometimes it's not super fresh in my mind. Panthers are kind of a sneaky spot.
I was going to say that honestly, we're Patriots fans. I think the Panthers might be where I go.
Are the most fumbly team in football.
They just blanked the Falcons 30-0 last week. So.
I have the Panthers ranked 16 this week. I have the Bears. I mean, the Bears are just not a.
No,
I can't imagine starting the Bears under any circumstances. Yeah, I think you start the Panthers, man.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Dolphins is that like they just don't have any good players on their defense, really. Like, who's going to make the play?
Well, they have Bradley Chubb, but they just like don't.
Yeah. They
don't do anything. You're playing the Dolphins hoping that Fields fumbles 3 times or something like that. Like,
yeah, go Panthers.
Yeah. Listen, we're Patriots fans, but Drake May averaging like a turnover a game basically as a starter in the league, and we know Ramondre Stevenson has his issues. So
May has his own. Yeah, May fumbling like crazy too. Like,
he honestly should have thrown a pick last week too. Threw right to the guy, he just dropped it. So.
May also is good for like a sack or 2 a game where like he goes to scramble and just doesn't get back to the line.
Yeah,
the mobile QBs will give you those. It doesn't even look like a sack, but it counts as a sack.
Great. Jennings, Downs, or Booty?
Jennings. Downs, Booty's more of a field stretcher, and Downs is just he doesn't really get a full-time role, or at least all last year he didn't. Maybe this year it will be different if Alec Pierce is out and they let Josh Downs play more, but they've never done that. It's not what they want to do.
Yep. Let's see here. Guillotine, 6-point passing touchdown. Mariota, Stroud, Lawrence, and Jackson Dart. Pick 2. I mean, you're definitely gonna go Stroud here for 1. And then what do you? No, not Dart this week. Mariota or Lawrence? I might go Mariota here just for the rushing upside. I don't know. Again, I need to see Jacksonville do something.
The 6-point passing though kind of has me feel like Stroud and Lawrence though.
Okay.
Because Mariota doesn't. No McLaurin.
I mean, there's no guarantee Lawrence throws a touchdown. I mean,
there's no guarantee, but there's no McLaurin either.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go Stroud and Lawrence. If it was 4-point, I'd be fully with you on Mariota.
Okay. Henderson or Swift? You're gonna go Swift there.
Yeah.
In order, how would you rank Dobbins, Hall, and Devontae Adams?
Well, it's tough because Adams is like Adams is hurt, but then Sean McVay. They asked Sean McVay. They were like, "Will you put Adams on a snap count?"
And like no limitations,
right? And McVay was like, "If I went to Devontae Adams and I suggested something like that, he would just tell me no chance I'm doing it."
Yeah,
you know. So like,
he also wouldn't tell you the truth. So
he wouldn't tell you the truth. He wouldn't come off the field. I watched DeAndre Hopkins get ruled. He was like ruled out by his own medical staff, and he snuck back into the game. Like came out of the tunnel. Yeah, like these guys they're different. Like McVay pointed out, he's like, dude, he's like, if he's playing, he's playing. End of story. So I rank Adams 1, probably Hall 3rd after Dobbins. Dobbins has been good. We have to admit that Dobbins has been good. I know Hall gets the Dolphins this week.
I mean, Breece Hall is in a really good spot, man.
I have them back to back. What is this? PPR?
Yeah.
In standard, I had my standard rankings up.
You had the tweet though about was it Kenny Moore is like now like having to cover Puka Nacua in this game, right?
Yeah. Okay, so in full PPR, I do have Hall ahead of Dobbins. It's a Bengals defense for Dobbins. Okay, yeah, so Dobbins and Hall.
Okay, I agree with you. Dak, Fields, and May. Rank them.
May 1, and then you have to do the second one.
I still feel like Dak's the play. I think they've done a Dak Fields thing.
May Dak Fields.
Yeah. Brad T says, no question, just good luck. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate you always in the Discord. Mahomes or Fields for Benjamin? I'm doing Mahomes.
Mahomes. Good spot for Mahomes today. Big
Pierce
players show up in big games. Pearsall or Pollard. So I am a little Pollard would be in a really good spot, but JC Latham being out is just enough for me to just say go Pearsall.
Yeah, Pearsall works for me. I mean, listen, it's a good spot for Pollard, but
he's starting missing his left tackle.
I know. So run right.
Run right.
All right. Juan's got a big question for us. Needs 4. All of his wide receivers on a flex of the group that's on the screen. I'm not going to read everybody because this is a lot of players.
Yeah.
So,
4 of these guys. So you're going to have Devontae Adams in there for sure.
Going to play Hollywood.
You're going to have Hollywood, and you're going to have Quentin Johnston too.
Debo, no AJ Terrell, no Terry McLaurin.
Well, so he's got the 3 wide receivers are Hollywood, Adams, and Quentin Johnston.
Okay.
So then he just needs a flex. He already has Jacobs and Taylor in the lineup. So
got that right.
What's that?
So he got that right. Playing Jacobs and Taylor.
That's right. Debo, Chubb, and Hendo. So one of Debo, Chubb, or Hendo. I'd probably just go Debo. Debo's are kind of the only show in town this week for Washington.
Yeah, Debo works for me.
Yeah, so the 4 wide receivers. And yeah, shout out.
Framingham Mass, shout out.
Framingham, dude. Framingham's got a nice little spot. They've got the move right over by the movie theater. There's this like bourbon bar that has good food. If anyone in the Massachusetts area looking for a little date night, dude, hit up a little bourbon spot, hit up the movie theater. Nice little move. Framingham, not bad.
Keenan wants to know Tet or Zay. I'm going to go Zay here.
Yes. Bad matchup for Tet. Bad matchup.
Clavo says he's already cooked. Dow, Rodriguez, Ollie, or Harvey. We can't play Rico anymore with
Chubb is a full Chuba
there. C-Rod, Ollie, or Harvey.
I mean, Harvey he's getting the pass work at least now.
Yeah.
Is it? Hey, Calvo, is it half full PPR, half PPR, or standard? If it's standard, maybe you just go.
Is there anything on the waiver wire that you could play?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he needs a running back.
I don't think he has the whole waiver wire on his team.
Yeah, that's fair. It's Harvey or Rodriguez, I think.
Yeah, if it's standard, I would go either Rodriguez or Ollie. But if it's any sort of PPR, I'm probably just going to go Harvey. Oh, Revere. Hey, we're here. Hey. We're from Revere.
I'm right down the road from you. Not too far.
Not awesome.
Too far. Okay, right on Revere Beach. Everybody knows. Go get Kelly's. You know?
Juan knows.
Ramos just went there. You know.
His buddy, the sweet potato fries are fire. Okay, so it's called Bourbon's Kitchen and Cocktails in Framingham. If you see your boy's place, give him a shout out. They have some very affordable bourbons that you don't see up here. It's like a
say Coop's the bourbon expert, so
a little slice of Kentucky here, and you can actually get some like Stag Junior, E.H. Taylor's. They have like 4 different Wellers up there. It's one of the better bourbon spots for Massachusetts. Where there's not a lot of great ones.
We went to London and Coop found a bourbon place where he knew more about the product than the guys who worked in the store. So
yeah, right, dude.
Felt bad for that man. He didn't know who he was talking to. You know?
He learned something. That's what he did.
Yeah. He's talking about the grain of wood they used in the barrels. That guy just nodding his head while Coop's talking about it. So.
Right, yeah, that was in the that was in the what was that?
I forget what the name of it was.
Yeah, no, but it was the Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace had a little like setup spot, and that guy's like, "I just work here." Yeah. I was like, "Okay, cool, man."
Yeah.
Things you can tell the next people that come.
You're like, "Yeah, we had the Great Fire of like 1720 that changed the wood," and you're like, "He's like,
okay, dude.
I make minimum wage, man. I don't know."
You want a tour? I was like,
"Oh." Scatabo runs like he's running to a mosh pit. Yeah.
Yeah, he does, dude. Like he's trying to open the door without his hands. Scatabo, he scares me, man. The way he runs, Isaiah Pacheco runs similarly, where they like don't care, full speed ahead. It is full PPR, so go Harvey for Calvo.
Okay. Breakout.
Did we do the defense question for Sally?
No, missed it. Yeah, Tampa or Atlanta. I'm playing Atlanta.
I love Atlanta in DFS.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go Tampa versus the Eagles. That feels like a disaster. So.
DFS picks Atlanta, Patriots.
I'm still playing the Patriots. They're and obviously the Chargers are a good play today going up against Dart.
Yeah, a lot this happens all the time, John. When there's a morning game, everyone locks their lineups before 9:30. So
I say we're not busy. Like no one's.
Let's throw out some DFS plays. Who you like this week now?
Danny wants to was a breakout for Gentry. If not now, then when? I mean,
that's a DFS play I like. I mean, he's the 10th priced running back on a slate where. We had a Thursday game. We had a game this morning. The Sunday game is off the slate, and there's 2 Monday games, and Genty is still 10th priced. I mean,
yeah,
this guy could come out and have a big game.
Pollard or Swift?
Oh, man. Because Swift is banged up. Pollard's line is banged up. I'm going to go Pollard here. If Pollard doesn't do anything this week, with Tajay Spears coming back, this might be the last time you start Pollard.
DFS plays for me again. I like the Chiefs game. Chiefs Baltimore. No one's playing that though, but I do like stacking Mahomes or Lamar Jackson.
Dude, it's crazy though. I was looking at some of the rostership numbers. Mahomes down at like what 4%.
Yeah,
everyone's playing the Raiders-Bears game.
Yeah, Daniel Jones was the highest rostered this morning quarterback. I know it's been flipping around him and Geno and Caleb. Marion Hampton, Christian McCaffrey are your chalk running backs today. Puka Nacua is your far and away top owned wide receiver. I said Warren is your top tight end this week for ownership perspectives.
For ownership, yeah. I do like Juwan Johnson at his price with no Matt Milano in DraftKings especially is a good play. A deep discount play is and again, right? If he doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter because he's $2,700. Tommy Tremble. Anytime Jatavian Sanders is out, he plays the whole game. They usually rotate, but when one of them's out, the other guy plays the whole game. When Tremble's been out, Sanders came out and caught 5 passes, 7 passes. But when Sanders was out last year, Tremble got 8 targets. And with Christian Gonzalez kind of locking down Tedero and McMillan, the other pass catchers, is Xavier Legette playing today or is he out?
No, he's out.
He's out. So, like, David Moore is going to be the other wide receiver. Hunter Renfrow rotated with Bryson Tremaine. Like that is a garbage receiving core. So
you put up your stashes video. You can find that over on YouTube, and you had Jalen Coker in there. I mean, if you have a spot to pick up Coker today before next week when everybody's writing about Jalen Coker in their waiver wire articles, then you have to go spend fab money or go spend your waiver wire priority. Like, go pick up Jalen Coker now and hold on to him because they have nobody else to catch a football on that team.
And he's still eligible for an IR spot.
Yeah.
So you can sneak him into an IR spot. I was looking at some of the players I had in IR spots, and I'm like, why am I even holding this guy?
Yeah, I dumped Ayuk. I had Ayuk in my IR, and Coker was on waivers, and they came out and said Ayuk's like not close to coming. I was like, then I'm just gonna make the move.
In a single QB league, I had JJ McCarthy in an IR spot, and I'm like, what am I doing this for? So I dropped him and I put Coker in that spot. So yeah, get him stashed now. And it's the same exact thing we just did with Christian Kirk. We looked around and said, hey, nobody's stepping up here. All these guys have been brutal. A lot of them not even playing a full snap share. What if this guy shows up and immediately becomes the wide receiver 2 on this team, which Christian Kirk just did for us, and Jalen Coker could do it, could be the next to do it.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple. Rob, $300. $300 can only pick one bottle of bourbon. Coop.
All right, here's one of my rules of thumb is that I don't typically spend over $150 on any singular bottle. If you're going to spend $300, you're going to be buying something on secondary, and probably the most consistent and best bang for your buck at that price point, if you can find, sometimes it's $350, is Weller Foolproof. So it's a blue bottle of Weller. You can usually find them for $300 on secondary. That bottle has never missed for me, whether it's a store pick or whether it's just one from their their regular line. That what the blue Weller is like one of the most consistent bottles. But I try not to, if you got money hanging around, special occasion, a wedding or something like that, then go for it. But like I try, I don't think any individual bourbon is worth more than 150. And when they sell the high end ones like George T Stag and Eagle Rare, they price them at 150. It's the secondary market that prices them all the way up. So try not to spend $300 on one bottle of bourbon if you're going to. Weller Foolproof.
Juan has the second question for us here. Wide receiver 2, running back 1 and 2, and a flex. What do we like in here?
This isn't even about bourbon.
No.
All right. Okay. James Cook, Javonte Williams. All right. Let's see. Wide receiver 2, 1 and 2. You're going to start James Cook for sure. Oh, actually, hold on here. Yeah. Ramondre, he shouldn't even be on the screen with this question. That's Jamison Williams or Javonte Williams?
I think it's Javonte because it's mixed in with the running backs. So I think it's Cook and Kyron, right?
I think Cook, Kyron, and Kamara. And just start all three unless you want to go DJ Moore over Kamara. Oh, he needs a wide receiver 2 as well. Start DJ Moore and then your RBs and flex.
I might go, you probably have to go Kamara. I was going to say Javonte, it's a tough matchup against the Packers. That offense is so bad, though, for the Saints. I almost feel like I want to go Javonte and just see if he can get a cheap touchdown in that
over
game.
James Cook?
No, play Cook, Kyron, Javonte in your flex, and more.
Oh no, I'm starting Kamara over Javonte. We're split on that one. You got to ask Howard Bender or pop in the Discord and ask Malin. But I'm
stashing Cousins in a super flex. I mean, they said that they're not close to making a change there. So,
but you could do worse if you're talking about guys that like could potentially get a job without an injury. There are some backup quarterbacks that if they were to get the job would be very intriguing.
Sure.
If the starter were to get hurt, you know what name looked pretty good? Malik Willis looked pretty good when Jordan Love was out. That's a name where it's like, if there's any sort of injury, I'm adding that guy immediately. But like in terms of getting the job outright, Cousins got to be one of the closest guys. Would you rather have Cousins or like Dylan Gabriel?
Cousins, probably.
Yeah.
Right, because I mean, we had the tweet and then deleted tweet from Rapport saying that like Russ Wilson could be a trade candidate come the deadline day. Cousins, if the Bengals are still struggling with Browning, like they could go make a cheap move to try to get one of those guys.
I think, dude, if Browning looks terrible this week, I think they have to, because like Joe Burrow is not going to be back for another full 2 months.
Tyler wants to know JCM, Waddle, Ayman, or Wandale. Pick one for flex.
I like stashing JCM and IMNR, but it's going to be Waddle or Wandale. If it's full PPR, I mean, is it just Waddle?
Yeah, probably.
It should just be Waddle.
Yeah, it's probably just Waddle. DJ Moore, Devo Samuel, Quentin Johnson, Michael Pittman, Chris Godwin, needing 2.
Deebo Samuel, Quentin Johnston, Michael Pittman. I need to start 2. I'm going to start Michael Pittman for sure, and then probably Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, QJ for standard league, and then Fandon or Pitts.
Pitts for sure. Hey Rob, shoot me a DM because I have a bottle of Elijah Craig 18 year, and the older ones like that are a little too oaky for me, a little too much tannins. I'm willing to trade you, depending what else you might have, Rob, my EC 18. So send me a message, and maybe we'll get a little trade action get on the trade phones, dude. Because I have one of those, and it's really good, but it's just not my style. So we can maybe do a little swap.
Yeah, that works. Hit the DMs. London or Dunze or Neighbors. Definitely a Dunze and then Neighbors. So
yeah.
For me.
Yep. Good problem to have, Joe.
And then standard, Judy, Sutton, Olave, Godwin, Pittman needs 2 for standard. Pittman and Sutton.
Yes. Yep. Lock that down.
That is it for now. We got 2 minutes.
Awesome. Any bets you like this week, John? I'm betting the Pats. I don't usually put a ton in. I'm doing Pats over 5.5. I think the matchup it falls right into the Patriots' hands. Good offensive line. Good, they have one good wide receiver on the Panthers who's banged up, and he faces Christian Gonzalez. I think everything just plays right in the Patriots' hands today.
I like Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns against the Ravens today. I like the Joshua Cardi over 1.5 field goals made. And what was the other one that I wrote up today? Oh, Hampton over 70.5 rushing yards.
Dude, I've been trying to get a tackle monster line on Quay Walker, and they won't give it to us.
They won't give it. I wanted do we have Parsons sacks up yet? That was the one I was looking for the other day, but it wasn't. They didn't have sack props live yet.
They won't give us any defensive. I can't find any defensive props on that stupid game. Like MGM's just not giving defensive props at all. Like the sack prop for Parsons is a jam. Also, like Jake Ferguson is such a catch and fall down tight end. If I can get Quay Walker combined tackles, you could set it at 10.5, and I would still go over. But
you think he's just going to catch and tackle him the whole day?
I think he's going to have 50. I think Quay Walker could have 15 tackles today on Jake Ferguson. Ferguson runs a 4.81. Anybody out there in the chat, if you can find
no defensive stats that I can see on DraftKings yet, which is crazy.
On MGM, there's none. So they just won't. They won't give it. They won't even let us bet the over on these guys.
Insane. All right, final couple questions here. We're getting to gaming. What do you play? Let us know. Javonte, Pollard, and Henderson. Assuming pick one here. Yep. Keon Coleman, T. Higgins.
Wow, it's got to be probably Keon Coleman with the way.
Yeah, I'm going to go Keon Coleman this week there as well.
Final
words here, Coop.
I picked up Helldivers 2 lately, John. You should check it out, dude. Maybe get in and do some jumps with us. It's not against other people. It's against computers. But we'll talk.
I'm waiting for Battlefield to come out. Next Battlefield looking pretty good. I played the beta. Beta was fun.
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna have to get in there.
It's good. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back next week. We're live all week anyways. We'll see you then.